Have you ever felt like a fraud thinking that all of your successes are only due to luck and not your hard work? Well, you're not alone. According to a Harvard Business Review article, imposter syndrome is a common experience for many professionals out there, often those who are high achieving and highly capable. But here's the good news: you can manage it and still be a top-notch project manager. Hey everyone, welcome to The Practical Place, where project management meets real life. I'm Ryan Holguin, a certified project management professional, and today we're going to be diving into a topic that I think many of us can relate to: imposter syndrome. I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to manage this, along with 5 stories that I hope help you remember each tip. So let's get right into it. Tip number 1, acknowledge your feelings. It might sound simple, but recognizing and naming your emotions is the first step in managing them. A Forbes article points out that understanding and labeling your imposter feelings can reduce their power over you. Think about the story of the Celtic myth of Morrigan and Cuchulainn. Cuchulainn, a legendary warrior, was faced with many battles and often doubted his abilities despite his extraordinary strength. Morrigan was a goddess of war. She appeared to him in various forms to challenge and provoke him. It wasn't until Cuchulainn acknowledged his fear and doubt that he could harness his true power and face Morrigan head on. By acknowledging his feelings, he overcame his limitations and achieved greatness. Similarly, acknowledging your feelings can help you confront and overcome your doubts. So when you feel those imposter thoughts creeping in, take a moment to acknowledge them. It's okay to tell yourself, "I feel like a fraud," but then you need to remind yourself that these feelings are common and temporary. Tip number 2, reframe your thoughts. Instead of thinking to yourself, "I'm not good enough," reframe your mindset and tell yourself, "I'm still learning and I'm getting better every day." Cognitive behavioral therapy techniques suggest that reframing negative thoughts into positive ones can significantly improve your mental well-being. A study highlighted by McLean Hospital emphasizes that changing your internal dialogue can help combat imposter feelings. I'm sure you remember the story of Thomas Edison and the light bulb. Edison famously said, "I have not failed, I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work." By reframing each failure as a step towards success, he maintained a positive mindset and eventually succeeded. So, when you reframe your thoughts, you turn setbacks into learning opportunities. You've always got to keep in mind your brain believes what you tell it, so you want to make sure you're telling it the right things. Tip number 3, celebrate your achievements. The New Yorker points out that regularly acknowledging your accomplishments can help build confidence and counteract imposter feelings. Consider the story of the ant and the grasshopper in Aesop's fables. The ant worked diligently storing food for the winter while the grasshopper played. When winter came, the ant celebrated its hard work and preparation, which ensured its survival. Celebrating your achievements, no matter how small, reinforces the value of all your efforts and boosts confidence. A practical step you can take is keeping a journal log of all the successes that you've had and going back to it whenever self-doubt starts to creep in. This simple practice can remind you of your capabilities and hard-earned successes. Tip number 4, seek support. Talk to a mentor, a colleague, or even a friend about how you're feeling. According to a comprehensive review by the National Institute of Health, having a support system can provide emotional relief and practical advice. Think of Frodo Baggins from The Lord of the Rings. Frodo had a daunting task ahead of him, but he did not do it alone. He had the support of Sam, Gandalf, and the Fellowship. Their support gave him strength and courage. Seeking support from others can provide the encouragement you need to keep going. Opening up about your struggles can help you realize that you're not alone, but also that others have gone through the same process and have overcome it. Tip number 5, embrace continuous learning. The more you know, the more confident you'll become in your abilities. The Harvard Business Review article also notes that ongoing education and training can reduce feelings of inadequacy. Think about the story of Daedalus from Greek mythology. Daedalus was a master craftsman who constantly learned new skills and improved his knowledge. His continuous learning and innovation actually helped him build Labyrinth and escape from King Minos. By embracing continuous learning, it can help you boost your confidence while reducing your imposter feelings. So take that course, go to that workshop, or read that book, because knowledge is power and it's the perfect antidote for imposter syndrome. So there you have it, 5 tips and stories to help you overcome imposter syndrome as a project manager. Remember, feeling like an imposter is just a part of the journey, but it doesn't define you. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to The Practical Place for more tips and tricks in project management. Leave a comment below sharing your experiences with imposter syndrome and how you've managed it. Let's support each other in this journey. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time here at The Practical Place.